I'm going to show y'all today how to cook peas without using bacon grease or any kind of fat. So here's my pot right here on the counter. I have about 1.5 cups of black-eyed peas. These were frozen black-eyed peas. And 1 cup of black-eyed peas has 0.5 grams. So it has 1/2 gram of fat. I've got 1.5 cups. So that's going to be like 0.75 grams, not even 1 gram of fat. Okay, that's what my peas are. So we're going to put them in here.
So this is going to be a low-fat recipe.
Yes, yes, low fat, but it will have some good flavor to it. Now I'm going to season these, and I actually learned this from my mom years and years and years ago, to use chicken bouillon to season your peas with. Gives it a good flavor. So we're going to put some of these chicken bouillon cubes in here.
Chicken versus beef, huh?
Yeah. And this chicken bouillon has 0 fat. Okay? So that's going to be a good alternative for me to use because of 0 fat. Okay, let me get these peeled open.
How would you normally do it this way, or just this is the low fat version? What would be the
low fat version? Normally, I would cook my peas with slices of bacon, raw bacon. I would put some slices of raw bacon in it, or I would cook it with a ham bone. Normally.
Okay, but those are full of fat.
That's out of the question for right now. Maybe after I have my surgery, you know, I can do some of that a little bit along. All right, so I think I'm going to put 3 of these in here.
And peas generally have a lot of good proteins in them. There's a lot of good nutrients in there, and so if you're just using the bouillon cubes, then it's a fairly nutritious meal without a lot of bad side effects.
And I'm cooking these to go along with the chicken and carrots and potatoes that I've got cooking in the oven right now. And that will give me another vegetable.
And that's going to be on a different video, right?
Right, that's on a different video. All right, we've got bouillon cubes, chicken bouillon cubes, and I salted it. I'm going to add a little water. And we're going to let these cook. It will probably take them about an hour to cook down tender. And so you want to just check them from time to time and see if you need to add more water. If the water cooks way down, you want to add more water so they don't burn. I'm going to go ahead and turn these on about medium-high. And we'll get back and check these in a little bit.
You're going to leave them open?
No, I'm going to put a lid on them. Good question. Here's my lid. We'll put a lid on them. Now, you're going to have to, since I'm cooking these so high, I'm going to have to really be careful and watch it, because this water will boil up out of here, and it'll all boil over on the burner and just make a big mess. So you have to kind of watch it while it's cooking. But we'll check them in a little bit. All right, our beans have been cooking for about 1.5 hours. I believe they're ready. I've had to add water probably about 3 times to it so that it wouldn't just cook out of water and then burn in your pot. Let's look here at these beans. Here they are.
Woohoo!
They look really nice. Now, I cooked the juice down because I wanted the juice to be kind of thick. See, that just, it's tastier.
Nice brown, thick color.
It's tastier if your juice is a little thick like that. Now, you want to cook them until they're tender. So this is the way I check to see if my beans are tender. Okay, I get some, stick them right here in my lid, and then I just take my spoon, and if it will cut that bean in two easily, it just slices it right in two, then your beans are ready. And that just cuts it right in two. So our beans are good and tender, and they are ready to go.
And you mentioned, we talked about off video that that you could also use chicken broth in the beans, and you would put a full can in there and then just add water as you needed water. Right. So that's another alternate. That's
an alternative. I used the little chicken bouillon cubes. But if you have a can of chicken broth, that does just as well. You just put the whole can in it and then just add extra water as you need as it cooks down. And that is very tasty that way. So that's all for this video, and I hope you enjoy it. Y'all be good girls and boys.